I did lose a small amount of progress. So I'm going to hurry up and catch up. I can't remember what all we bought. We sold these. We sold this. We did the truth spray, the metal detector, and then 2 more of these. Is what we did, I think. Did we get him to buy the... Oh. We lost a lot of progress then. Hold on. Did we lose a lot of progress? We might have lost a lot of progress. Okay. Let's see what happened. So we got all this. No, I think this is right. I think that's where it crashed. Okay. Yeah. So we're fine. Oh, shoot. Cat, how's it going? It crashed right at the end of the day. Because I just got the achievement for finishing chapter 3. Of course. I sound so sick. Honey. No game sound? Oh, there is no game sound. There we go. Should have game sound now. Let me turn on ghost chat here. Okay.
Whoa, someone's in a rush. Where are you headed to, my little rocket?
Sorry, sir, can't talk. Gotta go down to the guard shed to work for my... Wait a minute. Dad? What are you doing here? I thought you'd be running errands for Stryker or Malcolm or whoever. Do you have the day off?
I wish. Since Princess Desdemona went missing, Councilwoman Ash is really cracking the whip. She's got me pulling double duty, doing her little odd jobs and tasks. She's acting like she runs the place.
Then what are you doing here?
I missed you. I guess I just wanted to come check in.
Don't
What a
worry,
good
nobody
dad.
knows that your daughter is covering for you at work.
It's not about that. I mean, that's great and all, but are you holding up okay?
The prince did. The princess did. Not the one that we love. The one for our town.
Really? Are you sure? Because I could...
No, that's okay. I think I got it.
Even the times when you...
Yeah, those parts too.
Oh, okay.
You're just saying all this because the princess is missing and you're feeling all sentimental.
All right, I'll stop. I'm just happy to see you're here.
Not for long. I'm due down at the shed.
And I'm off to take down any goblin-friendly signage and pro-non-human literature across the sprawl. Not sure why, but then again, mine is not to ask, just to do as I'm told.
We are so alike in so many ways.
So long. See you at the tavern if I get off in time.
I love that.
See you, Dad.
What a solid dad. This is 4 days into the game. Are there any other games where your dad hugs you 4 days into the game?
Attention!
Oh God, is this it? Did I pull a real Randy and mess up so badly you had to come down here yourself and fire me?
Soldier, it's nothing like that. You did not pull a Randy.
Thank God.
I'm here to personally approve the upgrade of the Wicked...
Con, how's it going? Fallout 3, your dad hugs you day 1. Does he die? I'm pretty sure he dies after that, doesn't he?
With the princess missing and between you and me, the council's increased paranoia, the jail lever has been reinstated. You can get back in your chair now.
Another lever means more work for me. Does that mean I get a pay raise?
That's hilarious. Seriously funny stuff. No, but now instead of determining who should enter or be denied from the sprawl, you also must correctly identify criminal threats and jail them. Any questions?
Also, your dad hugs you day 1. Does he? I'm pretty sure you hug your child, don't you? Yeah, you hug your baby day 1.
How will I figure out who to deny and who to jail?
Let's use a real-life example. Someone you've seen already. This criminal is best known for burning down orphanages full of sleeping children. What do? Good work, soldier. Just denying her would not protect the surrounding villages. And what's to stop her from going to the next gate and getting lucky with a guard like Randy? That's all I have to say about that. Any further questions? Very good. You've received your briefing. Now do your duty.
Okay, we need to read the board. Burn down orphanages of sleeping children. Very based, right? Due to sudden unexplained absence of the princess, visitors should now be thoroughly vetted and questioned. Don't be afraid to use delicious new jail lever, Striker. City's morale has hit an all-time low today. Anyone from the entertainment sector should be bumped to the front of the line. We're instituting a severe cutback of non-human entrance to the sprawl. Secondhand intelligence suggests that a goblin was behind the princess's disappearance. Therefore, we are issuing a blanket no goblins allowed policy this week. In fact, I'll pay 12 gold for every goblin I see in the dungeon at the end of your shift, Ash. Be on the lookout for would-be heroes and vigilantes wanting to offer their assistance in search for a rescue efforts for the princess. The High Council of Sprawl have their own plan to ensure the princess's safe return. The princess thing. People are going nuts. Have you heard about the crazy no goblins allowed policy? Let's dial that back and be more comfortable. One goblin allowed. At the very least, it'll bug Councilwoman Ash. Malcolm. Okay, I've got 6 gems. Let's go truth spray. Kind of racist? Yeah, a little bit. Let's put a fake one in the whip. One in the decoder. Two in the metal detector. And 2 in the X-ray. Let's put a fake one in the truth spray on the off chance we have to use it. Oh my god.
There. My name is Buttface. I am a farmer from Firewall Canyon, a quaint little town just on the other side of the sprawl. I am coming into town today to sell produce I have grown with my own 2 hands from land that was left to me by my great goblin uncle in his will. His dying wish was that I restore the family farm to its former glory. At
What
least,
is
I
this?
think that is what it says. He did not have the best handwriting.
Sorry. Did you say your name was Buttface?
Yes, I did. It is certainly not what I would have chosen to fill 8 characters. I would have liked Spencer 1 or even Quincy Hart. But you cannot choose your own name, am I right?
Oh my god. You know what we're doing? You know who would love this?
Tell that bozo I have a craving for mangoes. If he can get me some by the end of the day, I'll be his friend and I'll marry him. If he doesn't, I'll still marry him. I gotta settle down already. P.S. If you didn't interrogate him twice by this point, you're not gonna know what I'm talking about.
Oh my god.
You're so weird.
Gotta expand and sell my produce in new markets. The old farm has not been doing too well as of late. I am afraid I have put my priorities into other areas like foraging and fishing. I am quite horrible at growing vegetables, but I am your goblin if you need someone to gather pine cones.
There's no way you could be a disappointment to your great goblin uncle. Not with a name like Buttface.
Sadly, he never knew my name. He died before it was inputted by an unknown
I love
entity.
this.
But just look at this rice I grew. Please take it. No one would buy it from me anyway. Aside from farming, I often fill my time talking and giving gifts to the townsfolk and other strangers I meet. Like I did with you on the bag of rice. This helps me gain favor and friendships, with the eventual goal of falling in love and getting married. I have not been successful at it yet.
Well, we're letting this one
I
in.
do not think anyone likes the gifts I have given them.
I don't think you're gonna find a bride by giving out lame bags of rice.
Would you prefer a pine cone?
No.
We're letting this one in.
Listen, I'm under strict rules not to let any goblins in today, but I think you're harmless enough. You may pass.
Well, thank you kindly. I will be on my way now. If I happen to stop by this way again, I will be sure to bring you some more crops from my farm. Free of charge.
I love this.
Well, no charge of money anyway. It might cost you a day or two. Everyone who eats my produce gets violently ill.
Oh my god.
That sounds horrible.
It is. So long.
Do we get a special because of Malcolm? Oh, come on.
Magic lovers of the sprawl, please put your hands together for the one, the only, the Edward, the great magician! Alakazoo, Alakazee! And I appear! Thank you! Thank you!
This guy, I don't like him.
Wait a second, this doesn't look like a little kid's birthday party. Oh wait, there's one! Excuse me, are you Becky Schneiderman? Is this your birthday party?
Is it because he's ugly? A bit.
I'm sitting in a hot shed all alone. Which, isn't actually as bad as some of the birthdays I've had.
Then I'm in the right spot. Can't believe I found my way here, especially without my glasses. So, Becky the birthday girl, sit back, relax, and prepare to be amazed by me, the Edward the Great.
Wait, but I'm not. Actually, I want to see where this is going.
Now, for my first
Okay.
trick, please pick a number between 1 and 7.
4. That's not an option, so we're gonna go with 3.
Was the number that you're thinking of the number 6?
No.
Nope. What else do you do? This has been great, Eddie, but I gotta come clean. I'm not Becky Schnauzenhoder or whatever. My name is Lil, and this is a guard shed, and you haven't even made it into the city yet.
What? Oh, rats. Come on, the Edward, get it together. This is all because I couldn't see where I was trying to get to. Now I'm going to be super late for this kid's party.
I don't think Becky would mind if you showed up late. Or not at all.
But then I won't get my 40 gold and slice of birthday cake. Do you know how hard it is to be a children's party magician in this town? I have to compete with actual magic users. No one wants you to guess their card when some guy in a white robe can create fire or gold. That kind of thing you gotta be born with.
Let's keep teasing him.
You'll never compete with those guys. Only thing you were born with was a complete lack of talent.
Oh, damn.
That and
Speak,
astigmatism.
Lil. Stigmatism. I don't see any reason why we can't let you in. You don't seem special at
Ever
all.
since I pulled a bouquet of flowers from my parents' garden shop out of my sleeve, I knew I wanted to be a magician, and you're making this dream come true for me. Now, I just need to figure out how to get there without being able to read the street signs. Alakazoo, Alakazee, I'm going to be very late.
Is there anything? There was more about that. Something about his glass. Oh, was I supposed to search for his glasses, I guess?
Hello?
That's 2 goblins in a trench coat. That is 2 goblins in a trench coat.
Hi.
Hello. We would like to enter. I would like to enter the sprawl, please.
And you are...
Magnus the Magnificent, renowned member of the Mages Guild. Surely you have heard of me.
You're an X-ray.
You got us. We're goblins through and through. We're meeting up with a couple other gobbos to talk about what's going on in this city for folks like us.
What does that mean?
The princess goes missing, and all of a sudden there's a no-goblin order in the sprawl? What's that about?
Maybe a goblin kidnapped the princess?
I'd like to see the proof of that.
Let's keep talking to him. Oh, I have to pick?
Needless to say, goblins are getting some especially unfair treatment all of a sudden, and there's this group called the Goblin Liberation Army that's putting down roots
Oh?
in the city.
Don't tell her, we'll get in trouble.
It's okay, Gary. Look, kid, if you let us in, I'll give you the address and the password so you can come see for yourself tonight.
Oh, damn.
I had no idea this was happening in the sprawl. I'm glad you told me.
It's a rough go for a goblin in these parts, up against some powerful people, but you know what they say. It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog.
Damn.
Mark Goblin Twain. Don't be like the rest of all those humans.
This is a tough one.
You know what? We're gonna let him in. I want in. I want to go. Give me this. Give me the info.
Alright, guys, I'll let you come in. Just don't go spreading it around. I could get in a lot of trouble for this.
Hey, that's really cool of you. You're a friend to us non-humans. If you want, come to the meeting at GLA headquarters. It'll really open your eyes to what's going on around here.
Maybe I will.
Oh, we will. Ignore the right by admitting 2 goblins. Hell yeah.
Salutations to you, little sister of this big, beautiful world. My journeys across this land have brought me here to your doors. What a sweet fortune have in
pot
store
leaf?
for me today? That I do not know. But it's a hell of a ride, let me tell you.
Where have you journeyed here from?
You really want to know?
Yes.
Oh, I've been around for a spell, always on the move. From the mountains north of Petrad, the great desert in the south of Marvog, along the crystal shores of Lake Inez, past the dread Castle Caladar, and the quaint farmlands of Fireball Canyon. I've wandered through all of these many, many times, but for my money, there's no place like the Sprawl. People everywhere you look leading their busy lives. Every once in a while, stop to take in how beautiful it all is. You can't buy that, little sister.
Just tease.
Oh yeah, this tiny little shed is so beautiful. I must remember to take a mental
I feel like I
picture
should
so
use
can
a tool on
conjure it
him.
whenever I feel like
Oh, this
I'm
is the last
having
guy.
Too much fun.
Could be a lot worse, little doodad. Not as if someone peed on your rug.
Is that a common expression?
It is where I come from.
Let's use a tree spray on him.
Ooh, that's a particularly potent blend right there. Tasty, a little sweet, with just enough bitter finish to keep you coming back for more.
Are you gonna tell me your deepest, darkest secrets now?
Secrets way down the soul, little sister. I
Damn.
have no secrets. My life is an open book.
Well, can you tell me something interesting anyway? I mean, I did spend an action point on the damn truth spray.
Sure thing, kid. Let me tell you some history.
Oh god.
After King Oswin died, it didn't take long for would-be successors to start lining up. 3 in particular, a young headstrong counselor, a battle-hardened lieutenant in the Guard Corps, and the court jester, although I don't know if anyone took him seriously or not. These 3 have been battling for control of the Sprawl for years now.
But what about the princess? She's next in line.
True, but at
Oh.
the time she was just a kid. Now she's grown, but I fear that these outside forces are using her as a pawn.
Oh. That's pretty important. You know what? We're just gonna... No, let's talk to him one more time.
Word on the street is Princess Desdemona has disappeared. Some say kidnapped, some say run away.
I think she was kidnapped.
Whatever did happen, it has truly bummed me out. I've got more to say if you've got the ears to listen.
Let's hear it.
Princess Desdemona is the living legacy of the great peace brought by her late father, King Oswin. And already the fires of war are being fanned on all sides.
Yeah?
Do you really think war is on the horizon?
Oh, yes. But then again, what do I know? Just an old wizard wandering from town to town looking for a little bit of joy to put in my pocket.
So then which one of the 3 did it?
But everyone I've met seems so happy.
You remind me of a younger version of myself, little sister. Maybe cooler heads will prevail, but history doesn't have many examples of that. There's a lot of pressure to fill the void left by the death of King Oswin. Just keep your eyes open is all I'm saying.
Okay. Let's let him in.
I'm a leaf in the wind, little sister, and you are a gentle breeze guiding me along my way.
And there it is. I've reached my limit with you.
Right you are. Hasta la vista, baby.
There was something I didn't do. Short of an X-ray, I don't know what else I could have done.
Come with me immediately. By now you've heard that Princess Desdemona has disappeared, right?
Yeah.
Good. Any other week the royal advisors might have given her a day or two before sounding the alarm. But with the mucky mucks from Petrard and Marvog in town, we have to get her back before things around here get any worse.
I hope nothing bad happened to her, but what does any of this have to do with me?
I asked my boss the same thing. In fact, I said, why the hell would they need that piece of... You know, that's not important now. Do what you have to do to close up shop here, and then you're coming downtown to the city council chambers with me.
Okay. I'll take it. 10 gold. I probably could have replayed that and gotten some better stuff, but...
Hello? Is anyone there? Can somebody tell me why I've been summoned?
Lilith, guardian of the Southern Gate, step forward into the light.
What is this? Who are you? Can somebody please tell me what exactly is going on here?
Lil, you have been chosen. To play the hit game that's sweeping the sprawl. That's
Excuse
right.
me?
It's time for... So you think you can save a princess?
What?
What the hell is going on?
That's right, Lil. Today you're getting the chance to send one of these lucky adventurers on the escapade of a lifetime to search for and rescue your beloved Princess Desdemona.
I didn't ask to do this.
And let's find out who those lucky adventurers are. Adventurer number 1 is a hard-headed, go-getting warrior from the desert plains of the alluring Marvog Empire. Please welcome Neil Warkiller. Adventurer number 2 is a nomad by nature,
Okay.
mage by profession, who likes the rain and getting caught in a pina colada. It's Articulous Flame Hands.
I wish my last name was Flame Hands.
And finally, adventurer number 3. You might recognize this thief from their wanted poster. Wanted dead or alive for looking so darn good. Let's hear it for Perry Shoutson.
You think we... What's that?
I still don't fully understand what's happening.
We should do the one princess.
And no heroic voyager would be complete without a shadowy figure pulling the strings from the darkness. So let's welcome our sponsors, Lieutenant Stryker, Councilwoman Ash, and Court Jester Malcolm.
I'm rooting for you. Might makes right.
Focus and the day will be ours. Information is power.
Aim for the knees and bite, bite, bite.
Now, Lil, you're going to get the chance to ask these adventurers a series of questions to determine their suitability for this quest. At the end of the 3rd round, you choose the winner of the
Okay.
prize, being sent on a perilous mission to save the princess, a few guaranteed brushes with death, and a coupon for an all-you-can-eat dining experience at Monty's, home of the soup.
Dad does love
Monty's is good.
Let's do that.
All right, Lil, what would you like to ask our trio of intrepid would-be heroes?
Origin story.
Where do you come from?
And who would you like to ask?
It's just this guy, because we know a bit about
Born
this
in
guy.
shadows, deep in the caves below the mining city of Mosh on the outskirts of Petrard. I grew up in darkness. In fact, the first time I saw daylight was last Thursday. I don't need to tell you what a surprise that was. Who knew colors were so colorful?
You can ask another adventurer if you like.
It's us them all.
My origins are rather humble. My father was a chamberlain in the court of the dread King Vlad Invictus of Caladar, and my mother owned an exotic pet shop in the Duchy of Scarborough. They had 50-50 custody, but I was disowned by both as my magical prowess became apparent.
Oh, I can only ask 2 of them.
And your second question is?
Waylaid.
You are waylaid by bandits. What do you do?
And who's that one for?
Let's ask this guy, Neil.
How many bandits? 11? 12? Simple. I rip out the throat of the first, so the coward cannot warn their coward friends. Before the rest know what has hit them,
I love this guy.
I pile the bodies of the dead fools high in the air and burn them as a warning to all others who would dare get in my way.
You can ask another adventurer.
That's Perry.
Please, I know these people. I am these people. A few honeyed words, a bit of pocket change, and now not only are they leading me to the princess, they promoted me to king of the bandits. Then we make camp for the night, steal the pocket change back, I never could let a bit of coin go, and make off in the night with the princess, leaving them as broke as they were at the start, and without their glorious king of thieves.
That answer unearthed the full extent of your incompetence. I was ready to wow the child with mine.
Let's stick to the format, folks. There's a rich tradition we're preserving here. Please, wait your turn.
A warrior does not wait his or her turn. He or she acts.
All right,
I
Neil,
like the
calm down
inclusionness here.
You are gaslighting me and the berserker spirits of my ancestors, Mike Melroy.
Uh-oh, looks like the warrior has entered the heightened state of berserker mode. Lil, which contestant do you think will be able to get us out of this dilly of a pickle?
Look at his oobies. I know. It literally will not let me pick him. I think we go with Perry
Look at
then.
me, or you can try, but I'll be out of here. Smoke bomb.
Blood rage.
It wouldn't let me pick him. What do you mean I died?
Uh-oh, looks like the war... Lil, which contestant...
Neil, keep it together for just a few more seconds. Lil, what's your favorite animal?
Sparrow.
Neil, look at this little fella.
I feel the blood rage calming. I can't murder everyone present in front of something so small and perfect. I am calm.
Phew. I'm glad you didn't pick anything larger than a bread box. I'm not licensed for that. Due to that unscheduled outburst, we are a little tight for time. Lil, do we squeeze in one more round, or are you feeling ready to choose?
One more
I
round.
got one more round in me.
Lil,
what's your final question going to be?
Favorite childhood
What's
memory?
your favorite childhood memory?
And you're asking?
Neil.
I received my first battle scar when I was 5. You can see it here, across my cheek. Recess was a tough trial for all Marvagian children.
Yeah.
As I rained blows down upon that 3rd grader, I smiled. I knew even then that I would never forget this glorious day.
You can ask another.
Let's ask Articulous.
I was visiting my father at Castle Caladar on that infamous day Froderick Frankenstein conducted his great experiment. I was enraptured. I couldn't help myself. I got too close. I was struck by the alchemical lightning he had captured. Everyone panicked, screaming, wailing as I was lifted into the air. But I was fine. Better than fine. That was the day I realized my powers as an elemental mage, able to harness the raw powers of the earth. My father never looked at me the same after that.
So hear me out. I think we go with the obvious barbarian.
You know what that means.
I have no idea what that means. This is so stupid.
You're stupid.
That sound means it's time for the lightning round.
Oh?
Lil, please choose the adventure that you'd like to see play the lightning round.
Let's go with Neil.
All right, Neil, are you ready for the lightning round?
I am.
Oh my god!
Oh, too bad. Lightning, as we'd hoped.
What?
Oh my god. That wasn't real, right?
Uh-oh, you know what that sound means.
Oh god, not again. My conscience can't take much more of this.
That sound means we are out of time. All right, Lil, now's your moment of truth. Who do you want to choose to rescue Princess Desdemona?
Let's ask Malcolm.
The thieving arts might not be as sexy as a halberd or a fistful of magic missiles, but we have no idea what's befallen the princess. And my guy, he's your guy.
Let's ask
My
Ash.
mage can heal a wound with a word, or smash through a rock wall with a wave of his wrist. Don't overthink it, Lil. Make the right choice.
Striker.
My hero would have been the right choice if he wasn't a pile of ash. There will be consequences for this. Harsh consequences.
Let's go with the rogue. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, humans and otherwise, the winner of So You Think You Can Save a Princess and proud owner of an all-you-can-eat dining experience at Monty's Home of the Soup is Perry Schoutsen, the Thief.
Hey, everything's coming up Millhouse.
And that's all for us here today. Please help control the pet population. Have your gargoyles spayed or neutered. So long, everybody.
Okay.
And then I had to choose who the heck was gonna rescue Princess Desdemona. It was the craziest thing.
Uh-oh.
And don't even get me started on the lightning round.
You have the most vivid imagination, Lil.
Why doesn't anybody believe me about these things?
Still no good hat, huh?
Salutations to you, little sister of this big, beautiful world. My journeys across this land have brought me...
I know, we met. At the gate?
Whoa, I completely forgot. Gotta go easy on the Peace Blossom. Anywho, what did you want to talk about?
King
What do you
Oswin.
know about King Oswin?
After King Oswin died, it didn't take long for would-be successors to start lining up. 3 in particular. A young, headstrong counselor, a battle-hardened lieutenant in the Guard Corps, and the court jester. Although I don't know if anyone took him seriously or not. These 3 have been battling for control of the Sprawl for years now.
But what about the princess? She's next in line.
True, but at the
We
time
read this
she-
already.
Anything else you want?
Let's ask about Malcolm.
What do you know about Malcolm?
I have no idea what Malcolm's end goal is, and honestly, I don't think he knows either. I think if he had his way, there'd be no rules, no laws, no Lil Guardsman at the gate, just let the whole place run itself. This dog-eat-dog mentality would work for some, and for others, things could get a whole lot worse.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about people, doesn't care if they're good or bad. Our greatest strength is how we work together. Under Malcolm, we would never reach anything near our collective potential. Anything else you want to know about?
Let's ask about Stryker.
What do you know about Lieutenant Stryker?
Stryker has always lived in a world of black and white. There's good and evil and nothing in between. If you're good in Stryker's eyes, you get nothing. Left to fend for yourself, but free. But if you're bad, the hammer of the law is swift and brutal. Small offenses come attached to massive mandatory minimum punishments. You've heard of 3 strikes and you're out? As far as Stryker's concerned, it's 2 strikes. The strike you make and the strike she makes. Anything else you want to know about?
About Ash.
What do you know about Councilwoman Ash?
Back when I knew Ash, she was already bitter, jaded, and afraid of anything she didn't understand. A true protectionist, looking to keep everyone in their own little box. If she had her way, nothing would ever change or grow, and eventually we would all look, dress, and think exactly the same way. Anything else you want to
It
know
could be
about?
literally any of them.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
Yeah. Or none of them? It could be none of them. How did he make it in?
Is everything okay, Beverly?
No, Lil. No, everything is not okay, Beverly. My dear true love, Princess Desdemona.
Just to recap.
Wait a
This is
minute.
the dear true love that you've never met, but one time you both happened to be at
Is
the
he the
volleyball
one that
stadium?
needed the magician?
You phrased that so beautifully. Yes, that same she.
What about her, Bev?
When I'd heard she'd vanished, I tried to get on So You Think You Can Save a Princess, but none of the advisors wanted me as their champion.
Beverly, you're a janitor at the Goblin Ball Stadium.
Maybe you're right. Maybe a guy like me can't be the hero in my own life story. Mom always said I lacked that main character energy. Tell me what to do, Lil. Should I return to my job or go off to rescue my darling love?
You know what? Risk it for the
What
biscuit.
the hell? I say, go for it, Beverly. Risk it for the biscuit.
What biscuit?
The
It's
biscuit.
a metaphorical biscuit. In this case, the biscuit is the princess.
And you think I should risk what exactly?
Your life.
Risk your life, Beverly.
Without Princess Desdemona, my life has no meaning anyway.
That's so sad.
Damn.
Aye, indeed. And thus I will be off to find my destiny. Thank you, Lil, for everything.
Don't mention it.
I mean, like, if he wants to do it, let him do it. I swear to God, if these two are dating now, I will throw fists.
Pathetic, weak coward! You should do the honorable thing and let me kill you.
Oh, you would just love that, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would.
I would like to commend you on your choice of adventurer. The princess is as good as rescued.
On behalf of the Marvog Empire, I vehemently disagree. You had the chance to send a powerful warrior, but instead you chose a sneaky, deceitful thief.
Oh,
She made the right choice. The kingdom of Petrard supports her.
The Marvog Empire would grudgingly accept an apology for your actions.
I do apologize.
Looking back, I agree with you, Praetor Kargan. If I could do it over again, I would choose the warrior. Please forgive my error, and do not take it as a slight against the Marvog Empire.
The Marvog Empire accepts your most gracious apology. You truly are a friend of our people, and this will not soon be forgotten.
This slight shall be remembered by the kingdom of Petrard.
So then, the mage was chosen. Can I go out, please? Thank you. What achievement did I just get? Encourage Beverly to mark on his own perilous quest. I'm broke.
Been at this a while.
I'm a broke
you
bitch.
should have enough cash by now to power up your arsenal. Take.
I'm a broke bitch. We got another place we can go to. Let's go here. Goblin meeting address. Lil walks down a dark back alley and finds a red door. She knocks, hears movement behind the door, and suddenly a slit eyes, and she meets a pair of glowing yellow eyes peering out at her.
Were you followed? What's the password?
Joshua?
Get out of here, kid. Go.
Wait a minute. I think I've got it here somewhere. Viva la Gobolution.
Come on in.
Hell yeah.
Don't even get me started. Who do they think built this city up into the sprawling metropolis they get to enjoy today? Because it sure as hell wasn't humans.
Oh, there's another human
Humans haul
here.
the stone that became our roads and buildings? No! Troll labor did that! Did humans dig the intricate system of subterranean tunnels that became the world's greatest sewer system, getting our piss and shit off the streets? No! Our mole brothers and sisters did that! The late King Oswin was a man full of empty promises. He vowed to end the persecution and oppression of all goblins, dwarves, kobolds, vampires, you name it. But last time I checked, I'm still treated like a second-class citizen. The day of the royal wedding approaches, and the powers that be are sitting fat, but they are blind. Hear my words, people. That day will be their undoing. That day will be their reckoning. A change is coming on that wedding day. Will you RSVP for the revolution? Go home, everybody, and keep your eyes and ears open for what happens next. I invite my inner circle to join me downstairs. Light
It's so
refreshments will
weird.
not be served as Carl forgot it was his week to bring orange slices.
Damn it, Carl.
How's it going, Gobbo?
You came! You owe me $5, Gary.
It's worth it. Did you hear him? Isn't he amazing? What did you think?
It was fine.
I don't know. He was fine. But I am sorry. I really had no idea how bad it was for you guys.
You're lucky his slide projector broke down. The audio visuals make it even more horrifying.
I mean, my biggest concern is that, you know, what if we don't know what the princess stands for, right?
So, is something really gonna happen on Princess Desdemona's wedding day? Like an attack?
Who knows? The leader and his inner circle keep their cards pretty close to their chest. But whatever it is, it's gonna be a real game changer.
Well, I'm just glad I'm not invited.
Just keep your ears peeled and your eyes to the ground. You'll get your chance to be on the right side of history.
I hope so. See you around, fellas.
Viva la Gabalucion!
Okay, let's see if we can...
Viva la Gabalucion!
You're getting it.
Let's see if we can get into the inner... Oh, we can't. It won't let me go that way, unfortunately. A tangled web of corruption and lies, and some coupons. There's Monty's. Okay, we can pass out now.
I think I've done everything.
Yeah, hit the hay. Having discovered a hidden message in Great Uncle Jerry's will, Buttface ditched his cart and wilted produce and set out to pursue his dream. With the money he made off the sale from his farm, he bought an old castle in a snowy little village in the mountains. There, he set up his chocolate shop. After months of painstakingly collecting ingredients and mastering intricate recipes, he unfortunately discovered that the castle he purchased was extremely haunted. Nobody in town believed his pleas for help dealing with spirits and phantoms. In fact, the town doctor had him declared insane and was carted off to the sanitarium, which, as it happens, was located in a different haunted castle. The children of that snowy little town still tell the tale of the goblin in the castle who smell of moldy radishes. Thus ends Buttface's tale. The Edward the Great eventually arrived at Becky Schneiderman's birthday celebration. He hit the ground running, and his tried and tested routine. He opened with a pick a card move to "Is that your handkerchief?" and ended strong with a classic "How many eggs do you have in your pocket?" trick. Unfortunately, none of these impressed any of the preteen party goers. After his performance, the Edward enjoyed a piece of vanilla cake and awkwardly waited for Mr. Schneiderman to settle his payment. With a check in his pocket, the Edward went straight to his parents' garden shop to boast in his success. Unfortunately, the Edward's parents didn't consider a check for 37 gold, 40 before deducting the price of a piece of vanilla cake to be much of a success. They were very disappointed in their son's career choice. Gary and Julian were pumped to see you at the rally. They boasted at all their friends, and they not only convinced the small human to let them in, but they even got her to attend the Goblin Liberation Army rally. After he left, the GLA's leader pulled Gary and Julian aside to personally thank them for helping to bridge the gap between the groups. This meant a lot to Julian, who believe in cause burned bright and hot. Gary, however, couldn't quite let go of his daydream of the world where he was a powerful mage, not just a goblin pretending to be one. Sure, he would still support the efforts of the GLA, but he could do it while making fireworks appear from his fingertips, or while conjuring miniature unicorns to delight and entertain his pals. What started as a simple two goblins in a trench coat grift woke up something up for Goblin Gary. From this day on, he would begin his quest to become a wizard. Now all he needs is a robe, a scarf, and a depressing orphan backstory. After stopping at the Twisted Sisters for his glass of triple of choice, Echo proceeded to head down to the Pinheads, the local bowling club in the Sprawl, where his team was playing for the league night. Thanks to the calming effects of a particular potent Peace Blossom, he was unstoppable, bowling a perfect 300. His team went to win the league, and a commemorative photo was put up in the wall of the Pinheads to celebrate Echo's perfect game. Neil Warkiller, the hard-headed go-getter warrior turned pile of dust, was swept into a dustbin and tossed out the window. Having lost So You Think You Can Save a Princess, Articulous Flameheads returned to his tower in his pile of unpaid bills. Not gonna lie, Articulous really needed this gig. The reward for saving a member of the royal family would have settled a lion's share of his debts, not to mention the money he'd save with all that free soup from Monty's. After winning So You Think You Can Save a Princess, Perry shouts and threw down one of his patented smoke bombs to mask his swift escape. Once outside, after recovering from minor smoke inhalation, the sly thief began to pickpocket, stalk, and eavesdrop on everyone in the sprawl for any dirt on the whereabouts of the lost princess. And then it hit him. It was a brick town where brick thrown by someone angry at Perry for stealing their wallet. Seems that a thief had failed his hide in the shadows check, and there was a small mob forming around him. A trusty smoke bomb would get him out of his bind, he thought. And it would have, if he hadn't used his last smoke bomb to exit the game show studio. After retrieving the stolen property, the mob carried Perry to the tallest tower in the sprawl and threw him off. No one would ever be bothered by Perry's shouts and again. Damn! It's a good thing we sent another person. Level 5.
Lil, rise and shine.
What, Dad? You rise, you shine. I'll take 5 more minutes.
It's time to get up.
Shouldn't you be down at the guard shed? And shouldn't I be heading down to cover for you?
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Bad news first.
We have to work the night shift tonight.
Oh?
I'm going back to bed.
No, you're getting out of this house and taking some time to yourself today.
Why do we have to work the night shift?
Good news or bad news?
Bad news.
Apparently you didn't pick the right person's champion for the rescue mission, whatever that means, and they're punishing you for it. And I won't be able to cover for you, because I'm also working the night shift at the East Gate.
Okay, and what's the good news?
There isn't any. I guess it was just bad news this time.
Who's
Of
punishing
course.
you?
No one. I work the night shift a couple times a week to help us get by.
Oh, Dad, I didn't know that.
So, I guess you could say the economy is punishing me. That and inflation. If taxes keep
Preach,
going up, I
brother.
might have to get a third job so we can keep affording things like your little doohickey here.
Wait, don't touch that!
Whoa. What just happened?
Do you want the good news or the bad news? Both are. I don't know. Do you feel okay?
I feel fine, sweetie. No need to look all blurry about it. Now you get out of here and enjoy your day off. But don't enjoy it too much. You have to work all night, remember?
Okay, I'm going. Just try not to operate any heavy machinery until I get back. I should probably check in with Dr. B and make sure my dad isn't radioactive.
Yeah, we haven't heard from her in a while. Oh?
Oh, God! The rat problem is even worse than I thought. We eat all of our meals here.
She gags.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat.
Yeah.
My journey, it continues.
It continues. Unfortunately. Oh?
Isla, Simon, Lamont. How's it going, guys?
Hey, if it isn't Little Miss, I haven't been around for a while. Where you been all this time?
Not around. I got what every kid fears they'll get one day.
Good job.
Chickenpox? Worse than that, Simon. I got a job. What are you up to?
Well, you just missed the rock throwing portion of our morning. Sadly, we chucked the last rock in the alley over the fence. Next, well...
We were thinking of seeing if we could get our mitts on some of the cool stuff that Garby guys got over there. They look like magical toys, basically.
Bad idea.
I have to use a bunch of those for my job. And even though they look like a barrel of laughs, they're serious business.
Come on, Lil. For some reason, the world is basically treating you like you're old. Work your magic and score us some sweet loot.
I'm not sure if it's a good idea, but
Yeah,
I'll talk
probably
to
not.
Garbanzo over there and see.
Most of these criminals are part of a notorious hilltop gang. A bunch of dorks.
Hi, Lil. Sorry, I'm not quite ready to open up the shop yet. I can't seem to find my inventory key. What are you doing up so early?
Exploring.
Working the graveyard shift tonight. So, I'm finally available to see some of my friends who have responsible parents and reasonable bedtimes.
People like those small hooligans over there?
Those
Yeah.
aren't small hooligans. They're my friends. And I was actually coming to talk to you about letting us borrow a couple of items.
I stand by my statement. And we can talk about loaning you some merchandise later. But first, I've lost the key to my inventory, and I think one of them might have stolen it.
Oh?
Maybe you could talk to them for me. Work your little guardsman magic and see what you could do to get it back.
On it.
Let's make it happen.
Alright guys, time to confess. Which one of you took poor Garby's inventory key?
Wasn't me.
I don't know.
I ain't saying nothing.
So that's the way it's gonna be, is it? Listen, I need that key to upgrade tools and buy more power crystals, so one of you is gonna tell me who's responsible.
Are you
Yeah.
a lawyer all of a sudden?
Nope, but I'm a guardsman. I hope you got your story straight, cause I really don't want to go down to the guard shed and get my metal detector. So tell me, which one of you took Garby's key?
It was Simon.
I've never brought this up to the group before, but I think Isla is a kleptomaniac. I always see her
Oh.
taking things out of Lamont's backpack when he's not looking. But also,
Between you and me, I saw Lamont poking his big, dumb, handsome nose that sits in the middle of his gorgeous face all around that booth. It was probably him. Oh, he's such a bad boy, but also...
I could make up my mind now, or dig a little deeper.
Let's dig a little deeper.
I said it before, I'll say it again. It was Isla.
Oh, he changed.
okay, maybe Isla isn't a klepto, but she did go through his bag just before you got here. Maybe she's got a good reason to be going through his stuff. I got here third, so I didn't see any.
I know it wasn't me. I'm in a bit of a two-strike situation with my parents, and I'll be sent to the National Ballet School in Marvog if I get in trouble again. But I'm telling you, Lamont got here first, and I saw him rooting around Garby's shop.
He's Lamont.
So, did you figure out who took my key?
I hate to be a narc, but I think it was
Lamont.
probably Lamont. He's the tough-looking kid with the missing tooth.
Thanks, Lil. I'll be right back. Hey, you! Mullet boy!
Mullet
Stay right where
boy.
you are.
Garby isn't smart or strong or fast. By the time he reached Lil's hooligan friends, they'd run off, but Lil had been correct and startled. Lamont dropped the key as he fled.
Ugh, got the key back. And those hooligans ran off. It's a win-win. Now my shop is ready to For helping me out, I'd like to offer you some gold to upgrade one of your tools. Or load up on crystals. Whatever your lil heart desires.
Let's sell both of those. I don't think I need them anymore. Let's upgrade those. Let's bounce. Let's go to the dig site. I've convened a meeting with the Mages Guild. The dig site is closed for the day. Of
Well,
course.
that's just great. What am I supposed to do now? I guess I could go back in time to when she was here.
Sure. Hilarious. Your reckless use of the chronometer 3000 triggered a catastrophic. Okay. Never mind.
Well, that's just great. But Dr. B did say I could only use it at the guard shed. Maybe that's why it's on the fritz? I better just get to my ship before this thing explodes.
Stop dying? No. I'm getting all endings, okay, cat? No knocks, but there's no response. Okay. Let's leave.
Step right up, one and all, and win some money on the Goblin Ball.
Hello again, Fredo.
Again? I've never seen you before in my life.
But I placed a bet with you on the last game.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah.
Kaladar Lightning game against the Brawlers. I won some money.
Okay, if you say so. Person I've never seen before. Anyways, you want to make a bet on the game?
Sure.
Here are the teams at play, kiddo. Which one do you want to hear about? Ah, the home team. People either love them or they hate them. Me? I'm indifferent. But with the princess missing, the kingdom could really use a win right now. Nah, if only those bums would get up off their behinds and show a little hustle every now and again. Great team, though. Are you sure you want to bet on them?
Let's
Here
read
are
about the
teams at
mill.
play, kiddo. This team went under a major rebranding and hired a whole new set of eager rookies. They're fast, but lack the muscle mass that some of the more seasoned teams have. Let's hope the starch in those new uniforms doesn't slow them down too much. You sure you want to bet on them?
No.
Here are the teams at play, kiddo.
Let's bet on the Sprawl Brawlers.
Huh? Nah. How much you looking to gamble?
20 gold. Yes.
All right, kid. Your bet is in. Good luck.
Oh, hello, dear. Are you here to watch the Goblin Ball game?
I
Hiya,
am.
Mrs. A. I usually find Goblin Ball too boring to watch. Unless, of course, there's a little action on it, if you know what I mean.
I most certainly do. I've got this month's pension check riding on a sure thing tip that's gonna pay out big time.
Really?
Sure seem confident, Mrs. A. Care to share that tip with this underage gambler?
Your father wouldn't be pleased with me, but I'll tell you what.
Actually, I've already placed my bet for the game. Good luck, though, Mrs. A.
Oh,
Oh.
all right. Say hi to that father of
Uh-oh.
yours.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
Okay, well, let's hope we
watch
win.
some Goblin Ball.
What an embarrassing series of unfortunate accidents for the Sprawl Brawlers. First,
Oh, no.
Drama Pepstein failed to barrel roll out of the way of the Marauders' lightning-fast offensive line. Then, the dynamic duo, Edie and Audrey O'Goblin, only shaved 12 of the 14.7 seconds off of the time the Brawlers needed to open the Diamond Snorf's cage. It all comes down to the final wagon wheel toss today, folks, and the coach has sent in Sir Warren of Bainbridge, the bad boy of the Brawlers' midfield passive-aggressive line. He's muttering something to himself. He spits. He lifts the wheel above his head. He spins. He spins again. He spins a third time, and it's launched. The Marauders Weather Wizard can't touch a throw like that, and it's through the posts. The Sprawl Brawlers win.
Yes! Hell yeah. 2 for 2.
Guess, kid. Come back next time for all your illegal gambling needs. Just ask for Fredo.
Okay, we can bounce. No, we're fine.
What's this? A mysterious present? Perhaps a secret admirer?
Dear Lisa, thank you for picking up my guy for the rescue mission. He left last night to find Her Royal Highness, and we haven't heard from him since. Also, we think he took some stuff with him before he left. Anywho, please find a cash bonus of 500 gold. Wait, what? What do you mean we don't have 500 gold? The thief stole it? Well, that's just great. And now I've written all this down in the letter. Anywho, please find and close a cash bonus of 100 gold. Lousy stinking thieves. You can't trust them. P.S. Shame to hear you have to work the night shift. M.
Sweet.
There's no writ for the night shift. However, there's a book labeled Monster Manual sitting in front of Lil. Oh my god. Okay. Size climbable. Yeah, we know what goblins are. Red herrings. Frequency about 50-50. Post transformation, big as fuck. Hold on. Weakness, daylight, non-fatal. Let's put one in there. Okay, we're good.
Good evening, child.
Well, you're a
I have not
vampire.
seen you at the post before.
Yeah, you know how it goes. Drew the short straw this time. Burning it at both ends, you know? Just gotta keep on trucking
I love
through.
Lil.
I hear you, working the graveyard shift myself.
Yeah.
You said it.
No, back. Let's see here. Many have become productive members of society.
What did you say your name was, sir?
Heinrich
Heinrich.
And last name?
von Pyre.
Von Pyre?
Von Pyre.
Title?
Sir.
Count.
Count.
Your name is Count Heinrich von Pyre?
Yes.
What? Were the less obvious names taken?
I have no idea what you mean. I happen to come from a long line of von Pyres.
I have no doubt in my mind.
Just keep talking.
So, are you,
Running late? Yes, I am. So if you wouldn't mind inviting me in, there is an urgent matter I must attend to.
Did you say invite you in?
Yes, it
He's
was an
using the tree spray.
arrangement I had with the guard who normally works this location. An arrangement that, if broken, would be a real pain in the neck, so to speak.
Well, I certainly wouldn't want to get in the way of any pre-existing arrangements.
Look into...
Hold on, I want to read the vampire one more time. Let's use the truth spray.
Your tawdry magic spray does not have any effect on me, child.
Maybe I have something else that'll get you.
Well?
I thought I had an idea.
Well, hold on. Sure, let's let him in. Maybe it could have given him
Would you care
something.
to enter the sprawl?
Why, thank you.
Hopefully that's never. Have a good time in there.
You let him in? He's clearly a vampire. I don't care what he says he does for a living. He's undead. And?
Listen, little girl, there isn't much time. You must send me to jail immediately. I pray you don't make me explain any further. We haven't the time.
I've seen you
I
before.
feel like I've seen you before. Did you go to a funeral for a cat recently?
Sprankles! That vile beast of a feline. I am certain that cat cursed me and turned me into the monster I am today.
Let's talk a little bit more.
I assure you, I am in my right mind. You must gather the other guards and escort me to the dungeons right now. I know it is a strange request, but it is a matter of grave importance. And by grave
Hear me
importance,
out.
I mean someone could...
Whoa, this sounds really serious. Are you sure you want me to send you to jail?
Yes, yes I am, and there is not a moment to lose.
I think if I talk to him again, hopefully it gets him to turn into a werewolf, and then maybe I can use the bullwhip on him.
The sun has set. Every second is precious. There is no telling what I may do if left unchecked. I beg of you, this is our last chance to prevent catastrophe.
I believe you, but I feel bad.
You are kind, child, but sometimes what one does... This is for the good of many innocent people.
I just want to know.
I was barely holding on, you fool!
And I just pissed him off. And I died. Every ending, cat.
Listen.
I feel.
Okay, let's call Malcolm.
Wants to go to prison, eh? Shifty-looking fella right around twilight at the breaking dawn of a new moon? Yeah, this is one of them doggy chest-burstery types. You should probably do what he says, unless you want to send chaos running through... On second thought, I'd change my answer to that. Yeah, let the pup free!
And we'll just send him to jail. It's a good thing the goblins aren't there.
Thank you. Bless you, child. The world is a safer place now.
I really hope you get the help you need.
No, little one. Not a god, just an incredibly handsome mortal. People make that mistake all the time. It is I, Prince Phineas, heir to the throne of Petrarch.
I know who you are. I was working the gate when you arrived. I let you in.
And still you mistake me for a god? Well, who can blame you?
Do you have anything to declare? Please say no and just go about your business.
As a matter of fact, I do.
Yeah, I was afraid of that.
I declare that I am...
Go on.
What?
You kind of trailed off there.
What?
You said,
I declare that I am...
And then...
Then what?
Okay, and I feel like I'm gonna regret asking, but what have you been doing tonight?
What do you want me to say? Milkmaids? Or what I've been doing with the milkmaids?
Well, we've come this far.
Just tell
What
me.
have you been doing with the milkmaids?
I got thrown out for trying to stretch a single into a double.
Gross. Aren't you here trying to win the hand of Princess Desdemona?
Well, sure I am, but when the Mages Guild throws a party in your honor, boy, do they know how to show you a good time. And you can't stop a fox from stealing eggs, am I right?
What?
What? What does that even mean?
It means everyone always thought the Sprawl was crazy for being aligned with such an uptight group of old bores. They really know how to show a guy a good time.
No, I meant the thing about the foxes stealing eggs.
Can't stop them, and I'm the fox.
Barf, 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 barf. Good night, Prince Phineas.
That's me. Ha ha.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it. Now get out of here, you drunk fool.
Oh, all right.
Damn, didn't give me an option. Why?
Good evening, my dear.
Mrs. Abernathy, you're out awful late, especially with all these comings and goings about the Sprawl.
Oh, my stars! Would you look at the time? How the day does get away from you. I best be turning in.
She doesn't live here.
My dad will sure be glad I've seen at least one familiar face tonight.
Your dad?
Yeah, you know my dad, Hamish.
Oh, yes, Hamish. Your dad, Hamish. Best be getting home to bed.
That's funny. I don't think I've ever heard you call him Hamish before.
Just once.
Yes, usually I call him your dad.
No, usually you call him Shamish.
Yes, Shamish. Best be getting home to bed.
Show them Jimmy? How? What? Okay.
Something is seriously weird here. Didn't I read somewhere about showing people something familiar? Does this do anything for you?
Oh, yes. It is very nice. Thank you.
That was one of your award-winning bonds, Mrs. Abernathy. You don't recognize it?
Award-winning buns. Don't you recognize it?
You're not Mrs. Abernathy at all, are you? Get out of here, you lousy shapeshifter monster!
Hell yeah.
Well,
100% a necromancer.
It isn't the little girl who works the guard shed. I was hoping we'd meet again. I'd love to stay and chat, but I have a rather important meeting to attend.
What does it say about necromancers? Oh no, I want to read that.
And what exactly is this meeting you're attending?
If you must know, I was summoned by Praetor Kargan personally. It is a highly confidential matter that doesn't concern you.
Late night slumber party? Watching rom-coms and doing magazine quizzes?
Impudent child.
I'm pretty close, aren't I?
We should use the truth spray again.
When I was a little boy and my powers were beginning to form, I had a budgie named Petey. Petey was my best, nay, only friend. When he flew full speed into the window and fell to the floor, my innate ability to rouse the dead awakened. Have I spent most of my adult life trying to hide these forbidden gifts? Yes. Do they come in handy when certain foreign visitors practice their ballet and decapitate a few chambermaids? Also, yes.
Why does Praetor Kargan want to meet with you?
I'm feeling rather generous today, so I will tell you. The Marvog High Council, led by Praetor Kargan herself, are concerned. As ceremonial killings have become more and more common, their numbers continue to dwindle. With that in mind, the Empress reached out to me regarding the practice of necromancy to preserve the life force of some of these brave fallen souls.
Necromancy? Isn't that bringing dead people back to life?
It's frowned upon.
Oh, child, it is so much more than that. With knowledge of life and death, the future and the past both fold atop one another, connecting us to all of time and giving us the ability to
If we
foretell
don't
not
let 'em
only
in.
what has been, but what is to come. You have no right to deny me, no right to even stand in my view, you pathetic smaggle.
What's that?
It's a slur.
Yes, that is the word we mages use to describe worthless, magicless beings such as you. You are a prime grade A example of a smaggle.
Dude, that's pretty weak.
No, it is not weak. It cuts to the core.
Nah,
Does
that's
it?
lame. Get out of here.
The Praetor will know of your insolence, little one.
You don't let the creep guy into the sprawl. That's got to be worth at least a pat on the back. Oh, an end? Hell yeah. Her face?
Oh my god! Are you some kind of scary tree monster?
Yes. Now let me in or I'll thwomp and stomp you.
What does the monster manual say?
You sound so sick, and your voice is so deep, and it's so scary.
Yeah? You want to do me a favor? Since you're mean to me?
You are so toxic to me. It's like you're ringing a fucking bell.
I love you.
You're like, wench.
I love you.
What is that? Do you want a COVID test?
We do have some. You know what I should have done? I should have saved the torch. Honey.
Oh, so you could have lit them on fire?
Yeah. All I have is this.
There's a lot of monsters.
Because it's the night shift.
And what business would you say you have in the sprawl this evening?
Too many people come through my woods. Too many strangers stomping on our roots and throwing their garbage on us. Me and my brothers and sisters say no more.
That must be really hard on you and the other scary tree monsters.
Not all are scary.
What does this say? Oh. Oh.
I noticed you have something carved on your bark, but I can't quite make out what it says.
Somebody carved it on me when I was a sapling. It was a mistake.
Mind if I try to read it?
Okay.
It reads, to lodge all power in one party and keep it there is to ensure bad government and the sure and gradual deterioration of public morals.
Oh my god, honey.
Does that mean anything to you?
That was the words of person who came to woods to write. I remember him, Mark Goblin Twain. He was inspiring to Scary Tree Monster. Talked about how to make change in world.
And was it through stomping and thwomping?
No, it wasn't. That was Scary Tree Monster's idea. He spoke of change through something called corrupt government systems.
Corrupt government systems.
Maybe there's a better way to get people out of your woods. Maybe a more official way.
Are you saying Scary Tree Monster should run for government office to implement real systemic change?
You know, I've been drinking the twisted tea.
Yeah, up your nose? It doesn't say you can't eat or drink anything.
It doesn't?
Sure, why not?
Get it up there. Other side too.
So if people coming through your woods is bugging all of your plant friends, why didn't they all show up? Why just send you?
Plant friends got together and decided Scary Tree Monster should go. Scary Tree Monster was voted the scariest and strongest and can walk pretty well. So he was the one elected to stomp and thwomp.
Seems like you have a pretty democratic way of figuring things out in the woods.
Yes, but we must still be wary of the tyranny of the majority.
I said we let him in.
I believe in you, Scary Tree Monster. I think you'll make a fine governor, or Congress Tree, or whatever you end up running.
Thank you. Now all I need is a snappy campaign slogan.
A vote for me is a vote for a tree?
A little on the nose.
Hello. I wish safe passage through this gate.
Oh?
Can do. I'm just gonna need you to lift that hood. Gotta see if you're human or elf or gelatinous blob. We've had all types tonight.
I'm afraid I can't.
I did let the tree in,
I
yes.
assure you, I am human. Now, please allow me safe passage.
Oh, fuck. 50-50 chance? I do think that's the princess. Damn. Oh!
Whoa, what's with the neck candy? A little out of place for someone dressed so discreetly.
My necklace is none of your concern.
So you stole it?
I did not steal it.
Then it was a gift?
Yes, from my mother.
I wish I got a gift like that from my mom. Only thing I got from her was this hair.
Let's return it.
You know, I could keep this in order to get you to tell me more about yourself, but I won't.
I greatly appreciate that.
Greatly enough to tell me who you are?
No.
Damn.
Aw, you're no fun. That emerald looked like the real thing. Maybe I should call one of the higher-ups about it.
Oh, Ash.
I'm forwarding you to Mrs. Ash now. Please hold.
Lil, I've heard something about a necklace.
Hello to you, too. Yes, the cloaked woman is rocking some serious neckwear. Silver chain, big green rock.
That is the same necklace that the princess wears. Maybe the princess gave it to her as proof so that she could enter safely and relay a message to me. Let her in immediately and tell Travis he's...
Why?
Oh, I tell him that every night. It's our little game. Ta!
I'm still on the call, you know.
You've got a real mysterious, don't ask me any
Yeah,
questions
I think this is the
vibe
princess.
going on. What's up with that?
I simply have nothing to state or claim. I just wish to end.
Okay.
I understand your desire for secrecy. Trust me, I live with my single father.
I've been there.
Yeah, it's the princess. Let's let her in. Imagine jailing the princess.
I don't know why, but something tells me I should let you enter. Maybe it's the necklace, maybe it's the nothing else you've told me about yourself, but I gotta follow my gut on this one.
Thank you. The choice you made here today will not go unrewarded.
Tacos.
What?
Make my reward tacos.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
Hooray!
Hell yeah. Tacos. Hell yeah. Oh!
It's you! What are you doing here? Are you here to give me tacos?
No. I've come to reveal my true identity to you.
So, no tacos?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Desdemona.
Princess Desdemona? Nah, I knew it all along.
No, you didn't.
I did,
Why
actually.
split hairs? But what about the kidnappers?
There were no kidnappers. I disguised myself and ran away. I'm sorry for all the commotion I've caused. I had to get away to say goodbye to someone important to me before my wedding.
I don't understand.
I'm being forced to marry one of the suitors from these two rival kingdoms.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's old news. What I don't understand is why you, a princess, are here talking to me about it. Shouldn't there be more official people that could play therapist?
Like Stryker? Ash? Oh god. Oh, not Malcolm. I know my father had faith in them. When I'm gone, your advisors will help maintain the balance, blah, blah, blah. They want me out of the way so they can control my father's kingdom.
Yeah.
They've never been good at listening to what I want, or how I want to rule this land. Nobody listens to me.
Sing it, sister.
And now I'm being forced to choose between allying the Sprawl with the kingdom of Petrard or the Marvog Empire.
Yeah.
You mean Phineas the Pompous Prince or Kargan the Praetor Terror?
And it doesn't even matter if I love them or not. At the end of the day, it's strictly politics. Lucky me.
This is the first time in the game I've been okay being 12.
I just want to make the right choice. Tell me, Lil, what do you think of Prince Phineas?
He's the worst.
He's way higher maintenance than you seem to be. And he's an asshole. Nuff said.
And what about Praetor Kargan? What do you think?
I kind of like her.
I'd be lying if I told you I wasn't already planning my Halloween costume based on her look. She's strong, honorable. She's a babe. What's not to like?
So if you were me, and you had the future well-being of the Sprawl in your hands, who would you choose?
Kargan.
Thank you for your honesty. I know my advisors have jerked you around, but I also know you don't always do what they say, and I like that. You remind me of, well, me.
And you remind me of me too. If I was rich and beautiful and influential.
Oh, you are influential. You've changed the course of fate more than you know.
Don't forget beautiful. I am also beautiful.
The sun's coming up. I must go. I shall put my own heart aside and do what's best for the kingdom.
Although clearly a vampire, Count Heinrich von Pyre was also a registered chiropractor with a private practice on outskirts of a rapidly gentrifying little ogre town neighborhood. After entering the sprawl, the Count went to his clinic to open for the night. He had a long list of appointments. The Swamp Thing needed an activator adjustment, a mummy needed a deep tissue massage, and some acupuncture with electric current was just the thing for Frankenstein's monster Stiffneck. It was looking like it was going to be a typical night until an angry mob of banishing pitchforks and torches showed up at Count von Pyre's door. The horde was led by none other than Myrna Herkin, local school teacher and a leader of Better Business Bureau. Though lumbars are being loosened, there was a steadily growing number of complaints about bitten necks and cases of amnesia. resulting in the Count's medical practice. She was there to put a stop to it. Maybe it was the light of the torches reflected in their eyes, but just the look of the Myrna and the Count to fall madly in love, or was the fact that a powerful vampire? Of course, one of those things. The Count swooped down and lifted Myrna up to the angry mob. He bit her at least 3 times and made her drink his own blood to facilitate their own vampiric transformation. She left her gig at the Better Business Bureau, and the Count welcomed his new soon-to-be bride into his castle, now along with dealing with that pesky Van Helsing fellow who kept trying to kill him. Heinrich also had a wedding to plan. The afflicted man was safe from the transformative ways of the full moon, and even though he should have transformed, the thick iron bars would have protected everyone. Although good people of the sprawl were safe from the wrath of the curse, the mourner was not spared the aggression from the fellow inmates. Cornered him in the cell, they shanked him with a handsome handmade shiv, leaving him there to bleed to death. Luckily, the shiv was whittled out of a silver spoon, miraculously curing him once and for all of the curse and the beast that had attacked him so long ago. After the fortnight, he recovered in the prison's infirmary, and the mourner was released back into society. Unfortunately, on his journey back to Scarborough from the Shire of Bessarion, suddenly he's cursed again. Seems that it wasn't for bad luck, this guy would have had no luck at all. The Crown Prince Petrard Phineas Pomp stumbled back to his lavish lodgings at the palace. Hungry and drunk, he lit the fire and put a pot of stew before passing out on the floor. He woke the next morning having no memory of how he got home or why his room reeked of burnt stroganoff. But he did remember the rager party thrown in honor of the Mages Guild, and the promises he made that should have chosen to marry Princess Desdemonia. This Miss Abernathy was no Abernathy after all. In reality, it was a horrible shape-shifting monster running off to the night. The creature assumed a different identity and gained entry to sprawl at another gate.
Oh, you didn't lock up the lady?
No, it didn't let me. Yeah. Once inside the sprawl, we lost track of it. Having the ability to take the form of anyone it made, it became difficult to track, so its whereabouts remained unknown. It was reported later that night that an unusually untalkative Grandma Cecil was trying to break its way into the sprawl's armory. Being denied entry, the guardsman Cecil apparently screamed in a high-pitched voice and ran off into the night. Be on the lookout, for this creature could be anyone. Tyronius Ethanoid was unable to meet the Praetor Kargan that night. His promise of sharing the secrets of necromancy from the Margov Empire was unfulfilled. If he had been successful, the mages and its agendas would have been conveyed to the Marvog Empire, and if the allegiance was put into place and the Praetor was chosen for marriage in Desdemonia, who knows what nefarious plans would have unfolded. Dejected, Tyronius went back to his keep outside of the walls of the city and contrived another way to forge his allegiance with the Marvogians. He wasn't sure how, but he knew his plan would have to be 100% little gate guard proof. With dreams of I love how gigantic they made him. With dreams of holding political office now planted in the scary tree monster's head, he stomped his way right to the city clerk's office at City Hall and waited for it to open. The next day, he obtained the necessary paperwork to run for political office. Unfortunately, Scary Tree Monster didn't know how to read or write. Revealing his illiteracy made the city clerk's receptionist laugh out loud, which angered Scary Tree Monster so greatly that he proceeded to thwomp her into oblivion. When the city clerk showed up, finding no receptionist, they hired Scary Tree Monster on the spot to fill this role as political aide. Scary Tree Monster was now a small cog in the political machine and would no doubt rise in the ranks to one day hold the title of counselor, or dare we say, mayor? When Princess Desdemona returned to the castle, she refused to answer any questions regarding her whereabouts. She immediately issued a loyal decree to cut funding to any active rescue missions and to put an end to the antiquated practice of choosing rescuers via flashy game shows. As she laid in bed that night, she reflected on the Lil Guardsman's advice. She knew what her decision would irreversibly alter the fate of the sprawl and the fate of every soul who had called it home.
come home. She is still remaining quiet on where she was during her missing time, but frankly, I do not care. She's got that look at me, I'm back attitude, and it reflects in her style. You know it. She was seen returning to the castle rocking those possibly was kidnapped leggings, all while sporting a I might have just run away and ran out of money hooded cloak. What do you think she's gonna be wearing at the wedding? No idea, but no doubt it will complement her chosen spouse's home kingdom. That's right. Princess Desdemona has finally made her choice, and it's Praetor Targan of the Marvog Empire. I knew it was going to be
Chill
them.
with the jumping, my goodness.
It was the obvious choice from the get-go. So obviously obvious. So long, Prince Phineas Pomp of the Petrard Kingdom. You just didn't make the cut. Bye. Bye-bye. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. Bye. Bye. Bye-bye. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya.
This is gonna loop.
So, she made her choice. Her life is filled with intrigue, and I feel like I am now somehow intertwined with her fate's path. Oh well, off to go see what the gang's up to. There's a note from Dad.
Dear Lil, here's some excuses to why I can't work the guard shed today. Love, Dad.
Back to the guard shed for me. Wait a minute, where's the chronometer? I always leave it right here. Nope. Not in or under there. It's not in there. There it is. What's it doing under the bed? Spooky. I don't remember putting it there.
Oh.
Wait, what time is it? I don't want to be late. For a time machine, you'd think they could have at least put a clock on it somewhere.
This whole wretched endeavor has been a disgrace, not only to Prince Phineas and myself, but to the entire history of Petrard. King Phineas and Queen Buttermilk will not sit idly by while their royal lineage is dragged through the mud.
Jeez, what a big baby. Princess Desdemona is better off without you.
Say what you will, your words and your sweet-smelling city will soon be drowned out by the musk of the sulfur mines of Petrard. May your home be exploded by a bottle of fine Petrardian fizzy.
Yeah.
Well, that's not great.
Well, let's see. Some excerpts. To admit a goblin is to hit with a $40 gold fine, no exceptions. Wakandan prince? Okay, let's do truth spray, metal detector. Let's put 2 in the metal detector. Fake one, and the bull whip. Let's do 2 in the X-ray, 1 in the truth spray. We're gonna go with nothing in the decoder right today. We're gonna trust me on this one.
Michael!
Hello, Lil.
What, no more sparkly suit?
It was a rental. Besides, today I'm here in a different capacity, to help coordinate the royal wedding.
You have a lot of jobs, Mike.
And wedding planning is my least favorite out of all of them. Tell you what, why don't you be the wedding planner for the day? What do you think?
I think it's very irresponsible to get a 12-year-old girl to do 2 grown men's separate jobs.
All you have to do is choose the music, decorations, and food menu for the big event. It's simple. Just let in the one you like the best. Or the one you think the groom would like best. Or who the bride will like. I'm sure it's not really going to affect anything. Or it might. See, it's simple. Do you want me to explain it again?
No.
Okay, good. The only thing I hate more than wedding planning is talking about wedding planning. The wedding musicians will be coming by for you to choose first. Here's the gold. See you later, Lil.
Oh, shit.
Whoa, this gig pays great.
The money's not for you. There's 3 choices for music, food, and decor, and each comes with its own price tag. The gold is the budget for the wedding.
What if I don't choose anybody? Do I get to keep all the money?
Spend the most on food.
You have to choose somebody, and the cheapest options might not make people happy. But if there's money left over, you get to keep it.
I see.
But if you go over budget, it'll have to come out of your own pocket.
I see.
We're on a tight timeline, so keep an eye on your action points. You've got 4 per round, so that's talking to everybody once, or to 2 folks twice. You get the idea. Need that run by you one more time?
No.
Remember, you do the choosing. I'll be here to record your choice and keep track of the budget.
Okay, Lil, it's no biggie. Just choose the 3 most important elements of any wedding and try not to stress that it's a royal one. You got this.
Vlad Extreme here, mate. I know what you're thinking. What is the baddest, metalist bad boy of death metal playing some skint royal wedding? Well, I ain't here just to collect a big paycheck, mate. I'm here to stick it to the bourgeoisie and not take any of their crap, mate. Rock and roll all life long.
Hello. Hi. Hello. My name is Suzette Courgette, and I sing with my voice. I do the slow songs and the nice songs and some of the ones you know.
Hello, young lady. The name is Jacob Fiddlestein, and me and my accordion here play all the polka conga you kids are so crazy about these days. A 1 and 2 and polka conga 2 and 3 and polka conga 3 and 1 and polka conga. Hey! Hoi! I nearly winded myself there.
As it turns out, I left my amplifier on the bus, mate. It must be sitting there right next to all my awards and trophies, mate. So let's cut the fuss and let me through, right?
Have you made up your mind?
We're gonna go with... Oh. We're gonna go with Fiddlestein. Yeah.
And the 1 and the 2, and I got the gig!
Good choice, maybe. I'll write this down and be back when the next group turns up. See ya, kid.
You would have picked the lady? It'll be fine.
Well, if it isn't the Edward, the great magician. Got another group of brats to entertain? Where are you pulling a rabbit out of now?
No, he looks like the Pope.
I'm afraid I've put my days of magic and illusions behind me.
You got kicked out of the Magicians Union, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Seems people preferred the actual dark arts to my light entertainment. No matter though, I've got a new career now.
Working at your parents' garden shop?
They wish. I'm a wedding officiant. I'm here to officiate the royal wedding.
Really? You? I mean, you are?
I am.
So it's the Edward, the wedding officiant now, is it?
Of course it isn't. Do you know how ridiculous it was for me to have the Edward the Magician as my name? It was so redundant. I can't believe nobody ever told me. 2 these? I must have looked like an idiot.
Well, when you put it that way.
So now it's just Edward the official officiant, with only 1
Jeez.
V. Thank you very much.
That name certainly does sound official.
I had to take a 3-hour course at the Elven Community College to get it.
Yeah, just let him in.
Edward, the official officiant, I hereby grant you access to the sprawl to officially officiate the royal.
Well, technically I haven't been hired yet, so here's hoping I get the job.
Oh, sheesh.
Thanks again.
We're not friends.
Oh my god.
Are Edward and I friends?
Maybe there was a way to help him? Oh, I could have called, couldn't I have?
Hello there, I'm back. On to the decorator candidates. I don't have to tell you how important the interior decorations and overall aesthetic of a wedding can be. I don't have to tell.
Yeah. Well...
Who am I, you ask? Only the editor of the biggest wedding magazine in circulation right now. There's no one else who can do the royal wedding justice, darling. Surely you've seen my work. Just don't look in last year's issue, darling. I went on a real tangent about slaughterhouses one night, and my team printed everything I said. Blame the Quaaludes. But this year, darling, we'll do something daring. Daring and bold, darling. Can you feel it?
Hello. I've got some grand ideas, you know, for how the royal wedding should be. You might not know it, but I read all the latest wedding magazines down at the salon when I'm getting the old do done. And apparently what's in these days is meat. Big, bold slabs of meat on the wall. It gives things a real abattoir feel, so they say.
Oh my God.
So I guess I'd go with that.
Hello again, Mum. Thought I'd see my way down to do some decorating for the royal wedding. Ain't much of a decorator per se, but I got my cerulean blue, blood red, and cadmium green with me, so I'd go do something with them, I suppose.
So I'll get fined if I hire him?
I tore a page out of the magazine for you to see. Just don't tell the salon.
Have you made up your...
Yes. Let's hire Helena Halfling.
That's the sweet smell of my successful design ideas, which will smell just like actual butchered hanging meat.
And it's set in stone. I'll write this down and be back with the next group. See ya, kid.
Okay.
It is I, Articulous Flamehands, a contestant you did not find worthy on the hit show So You Think You Can Save a Princess.
Okay,
Not good
and?
lies, that really stung. In any case, I have a message to deliver to the High Council of the Mages, so if there's nothing else, I will be on my way.
Well, let's call Ash.
Surely you remember Articulous Flamehands. He was my champion on that wonderful program, So You Think You Can Save a Princess. Remember? You found him unworthy to be the hero of the day who would save the princess. Remember? You failed me and embarrassed Articulous.
Well, it didn't matter who I picked. She came home on her own.
Tomato, tomato. He is still my champion, and I would thank you to let him pass.
Okay. Let's talk again.
Oh, it is getting harder and harder for mages to communicate openly, so everyone is resorting to this secret message, cloak and dagger nonsense. Between us, there's talk of mages dabbling in the magic that dares not speak its name.
Oh.
I kind of felt like something was wrong with the Mages Guild, but I couldn't put my finger on it.
Yes. It is still within control, but if this dark faction keeps pursuing its dark goals, dark days lie ahead.
Dark.
What do I have crystals in right now? Let's use the truth spray.
Did you just truth spray me?
Yeah.
I have been telling you the truth. Jeez, you're real suspicious.
Yeah, that's this whole job.
Well, I'm delivering this message. Actually, now that I think of it, the fact that this message is so heavily coded is highly unusual.
Not only do I not have another action, even if I did, I didn't put any crystals into the decoder.
I'm a guild member in good standing, but things have been trending that way ever since King Oswin died. It's like everyone started breaking off into different factions. It's hard to tell who is steering the ship, you know what I mean?
I don't like him. We're gonna send him away.
I guess I won't be delivering this message to the High Council of the Mages Guild after all. Perhaps it's for the best. I don't love being the messenger when I'm not sure what the message is, you know? Farewell, child.
Articulus himself isn't a threat, but the message carried would have put people at risk. Perhaps there's more to discover here. I haven't done this yet. Let's, no. Let's just go with it.
Alright, kid, can you just
Yep,
hurry
let's
up
do
and
it.
pick the...
I'm not allowed.
Monty's has the soup. That's all I'm allowed to say.
Good afternoon. I am here today representing Catering Corp regarding a contract to provide the sustenance for the large gathering known as the Royal Wedding. Catering Corp is willing to provide the base amount of calories needed to sustain such a high-capacity event in return for appropriate remuneration. I am accompanied by samples of our food and a detailed list of ingredients available upon request.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Je m'appelle François Saint-Français, head waiter à la Chez de la Maison. We provide the finest and the fanciest of delicacies for the newly married royal couple and their guests. Only the smallest portions for the highest prices, of course. Very chichi pompon for the snootiest of people. A place someone like you or anyone you know would never get into, no matter how hard you try.
Can I get those samples?
I am legally bound to share this collection of foodstuffs labeled accordingly. I am also legally required to share that the base ingredient in all dishes is military rations.
Liquid appetizer, edible entree, passable pudding.
Have you made up your mind?
Yeah. We're gonna go with the Catering Corps.
We look forward to satisfying our contractual obligation.
Thank God this nightmare of a job is over. All the rest of you go home. Good choosing, kid. Well, at least I hope it's good. I wouldn't want to be the one responsible for messing up something like a royal wedding. Anyways, goodbye.
Okay.
I am a citizen of the Sprawl. I have nothing to declare on my person, and I demand to be allowed entry.
Wait a minute. I remember you. You were the speaker at the, Viva la Gobble-Lucien.
Indeed, I was. Today, I understand that the doors to the Sprawl are closed to my people. You have a choice. You either let me in and incur the penalty, or you arrest me. I'm sorry that you are the one in this position, but I must take this stand. For the good of us all, Viva la Govolucion!
So I want to use the true spray on him.
I have nothing to declare on my person, and I am a citizen of the Sprawl. I solemnly declare that the information I have provided is true, that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath, and that it was freely given.
Metal detector?
If you want to search me, go ahead. I have nothing to declare on my person, and I am a citizen of the Sprawl. I solemnly declare that the information I have provided... If you want to search me...
Yeah, let's use the X-ray. Let's call Malcolm.
Intriguing. You seem to be caught between a rock and another equally hard rock. Tell you what, I'll take care of the fine if you let him in. I just gotta see what the GLA has planned.
What's the GLA?
What the heck is the GLA?
Goblin Liberation Army? Geez, you don't pay attention to these people at all, do you? It's just click, click, click with you, isn't it?
Yep.
Are you part of this liberation army?
Founding member. Well, not really, but of course I know about them. I don't just sit down here reading and writing Yelp reviews for Monty's. Although I do that a lot too.
You'll pay if I let him in?
Bingo! Let me just find my wallet.
Yeah, let's let him in.
You've got a lot of backbone, kid. You're standing on the right side of history today. You should come by the GLA headquarters again sometime. On behalf of the entire GLA, thank you. Viva la Govolucion!
You knew that Malcolm would sympathize with Chuck's plight. You circumvented the draconian speciesist rule without getting dinged. Oh?
Where's Hamish? I really don't have time for... say, you there, little girl? I need to get to the other side of the sprawl without delay.
My plan is to find a middle ground here, Kat.
I need you to listen to me. This is time sensitive. I know you got your instructions, but it's important that I get going quickly. I swear someone was supposed to give you guys a heads up that I was coming. Let me spell it out for you. I went to school to become an ice sculpt. My parents... I got the ice.
Sounds like you're...
Thank you.
X-ray.
That's my chisel. I'm a sculpt. Thank you. I'll need that.
Let's let her in.
I mean, thank you, but my work is probably ruined. You're just doing your job, I suppose. I might be able to salvage something. Gotta go.
We let her in, but her sculpture was unrecognizable. It's modern art. It'll be still delightful to the guests. Your choices of Praetor Kargan's wedding have been deemed acceptable. Accept this gold as a token and thanks for honoring our ways of Kapla, the Marvian Hell yeah. I'm rich, bitch. Excuse me?
I have a very bad feeling about this.
Salve il pueblo, regno meo grata.
I need to get out of here, and fast.
Quido Ruiz, curparum mudimus.
Think, Lil, think.
Hospices in hoc regno, actualistina donna solita, hic requiritur immodatio, hircis immortem vitare velis. Quia pueresa, non custoditus abira.
The whip.
This one doesn't work.
Abis
Are you...
andequam tu consumam. Non io cari, nunc facerem maliqui, si esem tibi. Ego sum demon, egeus meum cisio et similes homines inox nec cabo. Nun incipiam dedecam antiquam te imperficiam? Sige, bene, dece, nove, octo, septem,
Prison!
sex, quinque,
Sex!
tres. Duo et demidium, duo, unum et demidium, unus.
What the f*** was that? That was...
Lil's actually freaked out by that. She's at a complete loss for words. After having stumbled across space and time, and having gone toe-to-toe with an interplanar demon.
I'm gonna go down to the dig site to throw this stupid time machine down a deep hole. Okay, Lil, get it together. You can still do this.
I didn't have anything to put in the decoder.
You've gotta take it back. Got too real with your chronometer 3000 thing today. I don't want it anymore.
Hi, B. So nice to see you, B. Your paper in the Journal of Dwarven Medicine was a revelation, B.
Well, excuse me, but I was just pulled into what I'm guessing
Well,
was a parallel
excuse me,
dimension and was
princess.
almost murdered by a demon.
How unfortunate. I always wondered what the byproduct of St. Bartholomew Inglebrook's lunar incantation would have on the relationship between time and interplanar folding.
Stop it. I don't care about any of that. Just take it back.
I'm sorry, I truly am, but we've come too far. I'm sorry I've been absent, but I've been watching, and the readings I've been receiving have been very promising.
I don't care.
But you would care if everything and everyone you knew and loved was at...
Is it?
I still don't care.
Fine, but my work must continue, and if you won't, then the next best candidate is your father.
Are you serious right now? I thought you were better than the advisors. You're just like them.
Listen to me, Lil. Everything might seem like we're in a storybook, but open your eyes. We're on the verge of a civil war from inside the walls, and if you hadn't heard, the princess just pissed off some very powerful people. It is in your best interest to continue to help me with the device, because who knows when we will need to rewind time and something more important than which nobody you chose to send to the dungeon today. And you're here, after allegedly going toe-to-toe with an interplanar demon. I trust you.
I'm
Let's
not
accept
gonna
it.
keep doing this forever. You and everyone else are gonna owe me a childhood, you know?
Keep helping me with the chronometer 3000, and we can see about making that happen for you.
Yeah. Let's go here. Well,
Hello? Hello? I brought the orange slices. Was today a regular meeting day or one of those top secret planning for what's going to happen at the princess's wedding days? Is anybody here?
I'm here?
Are you here for the meeting?
I don't think so.
Oh, then you can't have any orange slices.
Those aren't orange slices. Those are just the rinds.
I got hungry.
Wow.
What's this?
Going back to where it started, I find myself in light. We're apart for more than a lifetime, but now it will be right. P.S. Remember to bring running shoes.
I have a feeling the GLA leader wrote that. At least, I'm sure that troll over there didn't. I wonder what it means.
What did it say? Potentially. Oh.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey.
It continues.
You've been at this a while. You should have enough cash by now to power up your arsenal. Take a...
Is that the Dakota ring? Buy a few of these. Another X-ray. Save the rest. Oh!
Ah, here she is. The little guardsman who spoke to the princess and secured the union between the Sprawl and the great Marvag Empire.
Yeah, I did. Told her just what to do and she listened to my every word.
I admire your complete lack of modesty. Modesty is such an ugly thing. Let us celebrate with a tankard of blood wine. Kapla!
Kapla!
I'm 12. I can't drink alcohol.
Haha, never fear. There is no alcohol in Marvag blood wine. Just blood. In a big cup called a tankard.
Yeah, I'm a hard pass on that.
Haha, very well. There will be much blood wine at the royal wedding where the Sprawl and Marvag tie their fortunes together forever. Let us raise a glass to the gatekeeper who brought us all together this day.
Kapla.
Did a mouse sneeze somewhere? Come, child, louder and with fury. Kapla! Too furious, far too furious. We are not at war. Be careful shrieking like that. But as we say in Marvag, better to be too furious than not to be furious at all.
I'm exhausted.
I shall now recite the Marvag pledge of unwavering loyalty, as is our custom.
And that's my cue to leave.
Okay.
Today's cocktail special is not relevant to you, Lil. Sorry. And we
Damn.
just ran out of milk. Sorry again.
Artist, how's it going? Hydrate, I got you. How you doing, artist?
Lil, can you be on the lookout for a health inspector? They can look like anybody. How about you whistle if you think
Just got
you
home
can
from
identify
work.
one?
I'm ill, but I'm not doing too bad otherwise. Glad it's Friday.
Well, then scream health inspector at the top of your lungs.
I'll see what I can do. I think I've done everything I need to do, but are you sure?
My throat's been sore and been coughing quite a bit, but nothing too crazy. Once he made it inside the sprawl, Edward went to work trying to find people who A, wanted to get married, and B, needed someone to officially marry them. After hours approaching strangers who appeared to be in love on the streets, he finally gave up. He slumped down in the stairs of the city council chambers. Suddenly, Councilwoman Ash burst through the massive oak doors and particularly tripped over him. After demolishing the stranger with a vicious series of cutting one-liners, she thought to inquire as to why Edward was dressed like a wedding officiant. Edward told her, and she covered up the fact that she had forgotten to hire someone to hired him on the spot for the royal wedding. Edward, the official officiant, was officially offered a gig to preside over the royal wedding. On the one hand, he felt like he had struck gold with this being his very first professional opportunity to try his hand at the thing he very much set his eyes on a few hours before. On the other hand, his utter lack of basic competency made him nervous that he might make a critical mistake in front of so many high-ranking and well-armed individuals. At times like this, Edward would remember that the words that parents told him as a child, "Edward, we don't care what you do with your life, just so long as you become an as long as you don't become an amateur children's birthday party magician. So, no matter how poorly it went, at least Mom and Dad would be pleased." Denied entry to Sprawl, Articulus wasn't able to deliver a highly encrypted letter to the Mage's Guild Tower. He returned to his own tower outside of the city walls, where he conjured a fare to eat the letter. It was better to never know what it contained, and to destroy the evidence of his failed mission. He could live with the outcome, and he returned to his frozen pina coladas and alchemy projects. But do you know who couldn't return to the frozen pina coladas and alchemy project? The fair Articulus conjured to eat the evidence. The surprisingly literate animal managed to catch quite a bit of it before he polished the papers off. How was it supposed to live off its ferret life now, knowing what it knows? Sure, it was only a foot-long, charismatic little predator with the body of a chubby weasel, but he was no chicken. The ferret knew it could inspire others to take up arms at his side. Not just rodents, but mustelid warriors and sky creatures too. With their combined strength and the superior numbers, they could easily conquer anything the Mage's Guild would throw at them. The sprawl would be saved. Step 1, regurgitate the letter. Unfortunately, the sound of retching ferret caught the attention of Articulus, who immediately unsummoned the ferret before it could get the contents of its stomach up, and as a result, the fate of Sprawl remained uncertain. The enigmatic goblin walked through the gates of the sprawl and disappeared. Either he had gone completely unnoticed, or was adept to losing anyone who would seek to follow. His fate is yet unknown. By the time you had finished your questioning of Lapidary, the ice sculptor, her masterpiece had become a puddle under the hot sun rays. She didn't bother making her way to the palace, but instead made a beeline to her favorite club in the little Ogre Town neighborhood that catered to females of all species, who tended to a rad spike haircuts, badass tattoos, copious piercings, and who loved to dance the night away while listening to the dwarven heavy metal music. She danced away her sorrows and went home with a friend. Damon Manicarium criterium viderum sicius cosius lil qui pasium coram eo ilio dia apparitium verbum non intellixit desenes et tendem iam diu evanescere potit sine omni experimentia si honesty sumus. Ille diem asperam habebet et certe non melior facet est ab aliqua poie per intervalla interscula ut diem sum tener posset nervi quordam.
morning! You're listening to The Morning Crawl, the #1 morning show in the sprawl. I'm Dodger, joined by my new co-host, The Quack. For those of you wondering where the ham is, well, it turns out he got an invitation to the royal wedding happening today. Of course, he won't be wearing a tuxedo. He'll be in head-to-toe honey glaze. Well, if you don't like the jokes I tell, you can do it yourself. I told the producer I refuse to work with a duck.
Okay.
Hiya, sweetie. Are you almost ready to go?
Almost. Sorry I slept late. If I rush, I can make it to the guard shed just on time.
Didn't you hear? All the gates are closed today for the wedding. We got the day off.
That's great news. So we can have a day just you and me? Hello, sappy montage of father-daughter bonding time.
We only get the day off because we have to attend the wedding.
Goodbye, sappy montage. You were a nice thought. So, should we get dressed up?
What do you mean? I am dressed up. Didn't you notice my tie?
No.
You're not wearing a tie.
Oh, darn it. Did it fall off again?
Did you tie it properly?
Lil, you know I don't know how to tie a tie.
Did you clip it on properly?
Lil, you know I don't know how to clip on a tie.
Did you tape it on properly?
I thought I did. It doesn't matter. No one will see us. Our seats are so far from the altar, we're technically closer being at home.
Then I guess I'm ready to go.
Let's go. Can you talk to anybody? Oh no.
Okay, remember, grab as many appetizers as you can, then meet me by the door. We still have to find our seats and we'll need snacks for the journey.
Stuff my pockets with all the shrimp I can find? Got it. This food is very efficiently laid out. And look, there's a waiver to fill out before it's allowed to be eaten.
Oh, yeah.
This food is very efficient.
I actually wanted to talk to him. I was just gonna put me here again.
This food is very...
What an absolute waste of money this entire dog and pony show is. Would have been just as well off flushing a ton of gold bars down the toilet, if you ask me.
I'm a famous artist now! Renowned art critic Gil Meisterheimer described my ice sculpture as a startling reflection of modern society, exposing the monsters within us all. That's good, right?
Hello, Mr. Melroy. Enjoying the big event?
You know that I'm not. Let's just get to the I-dos already, am I right? I don't know what that wedding officiant is waiting for.
A royal wedding to patch up alliances and make political gains? Won't be the first and it won't be the last.
Right.
King Osman would have been devastated to see his daughter put in this awful position. I only wish Sprankles could be here to see this.
You love that he has a wee leaf? Me too.
There, Your Grace.
Where? Where?
No. There.
On my hand?
Oh, never mind.
Security at an event like this is a nightmare. So many moving parts. Keep your eyes peeled for anyone using the wedding as a pretext to do something suspicious. The job never stops, Lil.
Lil, you absolute wonder. Well done on the wedding file. It's gone off without a hitch. And with that, the Sprawl has acquired a powerful new ally. Brava, Lil.
Did I just get a bonus? I'm gonna go over here. This hat. It is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey continues.
It continues.
How exciting! I spend so much time studying history, but today I am here making it. I wonder how this day will be viewed by future generations.
Eddie, baby, you ready for the big show?
Who said that?
It's me. It's Lil. From the guard shed.
Oh, my good friend Lil.
I didn't say we were.
Lil, I've gone and done it again. I've lost my glasses, and I can't start the wedding if I can't read the official wedding officiant overview. You have to help me find them, because you're my good friend.
Where's the last place you remember seeing them? Or just seeing at all?
I thought I just had them. They have to be around here somewhere.
Oh.
Don't tell me. They're crushed under your boot.
No, they're crushed in my boot. I forgot that's where I like to keep them so I don't lose them.
Oh my god.
This is the exact reason why nobody keeps their glasses in their boots, Edward.
What am I supposed to do now?
What if we got someone else to lend you their glasses? Are you nearsighted or farsighted?
I'm both.
This could work.
Then it's settled. You go and find someone to lend me their glasses, and I'll stay.
Why can't you do it?
The pieces of my broken glasses are cutting my foot, and my boot is filling up with blood.
Okay, you stay here. I should probably talk to my dad about this.
Tell him I say hello.
No. I don't think I will.
Can I borrow your glasses?
No.
Okay then.
Fair enough.
What's your current shrimp count at? We need at least 30 to get 4 stars.
Dad, the wedding officiant needs a pair of glasses or else the wedding won't start. Also, Edward says hello.
Who?
Dad, focus.
Who do we know that wears glasses?
Doesn't Mrs. Abernathy?
Good thinking. But you'll have to go and find her. She could be anywhere in the sprawl.
Why me? Why can't you?
I cut my foot earlier and my boot is filling up with blood.
Do you know where she is?
Why is that a common problem?
She could be at any of the locations in the sprawl that you've already visited. And chances are, Mrs. Abernathy might want something in return for her glasses. You may need to find a different person who may have another certain item or piece of information.
Oh my god, is this a
If there's someone
fucking
you met at
trade
the gate,
quest?
Try to remember if you admitted them, denied them, or sent them to jail. It'll help you narrow down where to find them.
Are you giving me a tutorial this late in the game?
You may also find someone who wants an item that you already have in your inventory. That counts, so feel free.
Where's the skip button?
Would you like to hear this information? Okay. Sheesh, just trying to help.
Now, if I was Mrs. Abernathy, where would...
To the Goblin Arena. Or not.
Beautiful day for a royal wedding, isn't it? Shame we can't go and see it for ourselves.
My dad and I were invited.
Why, you lucky little bit.
Mrs. A, I need your help. The wedding won't start until the officiant gets a pair of glasses, and you have a pair of glasses. See where I'm going?
You want me to officiate the wedding?
No, I want your
I
glasses.
need your glasses. I'll give them back right after the ceremony. I promise.
Oh, well, I'm afraid I can't just give them to you, my dear. I need them to read the odds on the upcoming Goblin Ball games. But I'll tell you what, if you get me a piece of food from the royal wedding that I can keep in my freezer and never eat, you can borrow my glasses for a little bit.
Okay, Mrs. A, 1 plate of official wedding cuisine coming up.
Oh my god. I'm not ready.
Excuse me, Mr. Person.
Good afternoon. I'm here today representing Catering Corp regarding a contract to provide the sustenance.
Can I have 1 single appetizer to bring to my poor, hungry, starving grandmother?
I am legally bound to share this collection of foodstuffs labeled accordingly.
You're all heart.
Oh, yeah.
Mrs. A, here, I got you your keepsake appetizer.
Thank you, dear. I like food.
Who doesn't? Now how about those glasses?
Glasses. Yes.
Oh, it wouldn't let me give it to her. I was gonna give her the rice because I knew that wasn't her.
Holy crap! That was the shapeshifter again! And it's run off with my food for the real Mrs. Abernathy. Guess I gotta go get another plate, or see if Mrs. A wants something else for her glasses.
I'm here today representing.
Got any more grub?
Have you filled out requisition form 88B.7?
No. I guess I'll go see if Mrs. A wants something else for her.
Idea. Never mind, I was hoping it'd put me in the shed. It won't.
Mrs. Abernathy.
You ate it, didn't you? That means I lost 10 gold to Arta saying you wouldn't. I thought that could be a problem with you.
No, I didn't eat it. Wait, what did you just say?
Well, what about a bottle of wedding wine to mark the occasion? Are they serving Petrardian fizzy, perchance?
Be hilarious if they did, but I don't even think it's legal for a Marvalgian to laugh. Never mind get drunk. There's gotta be a couple of bottles floating around the sprawl somewhere.
I am here to drown my sorrows at not being selected to cater the most fancy wedding.
I sold it. Can I actually go buy it back?
Hello, hello!
Holy markup, Guardman! What's the deal with the Petrardian Fizzy? Why has it gone up while everything else has gone down?
Everyone's been going nuts for this stuff today. That's my last bottle.
I'm not made of money. Any chance there's something you want me to find from someone else to trade for that last bottle?
Nope. Only taking cold hard cash today.
Of course.
That stings, Garby, but I'll take it.
Enjoy.
Good thing I was saving my money. I can just go to bed.
Mrs. A, I found you a bottle of the fizzy stuff. Can I have your glasses now?
Oh, Lil, I'm so pleased. Thank you so much. Yes, you may have my glasses. After enjoying this bottle, I don't think I'll be able to see straight anyway.
Okay. Let's get out of here. Right? The squinting.
Edward, I got you a pair of glasses. The wedding is saved.
Lil, this is perfect! Now I'll be able to perform the ceremony. The wedding is...
I just said that.
We both did, at the same time.
No,
We did it, Lil!
I'll go get my dad so we can find our seats so the princess can officially say goodbye to her single life.
Okay.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, humans, elves, dwarves, and other non-humans alike. We are gathered here today to witness the sacred union of our dearly beloved Princess Desdemona and the fierce and honorable Praetor Kargan. We stand here to celebrate the, love shared between these two people, as their union will forge a strong bond that will bring renewed strength and vigor to our fair city-state. The, happy couple have elected to write their own vows. Praetor Kargan, the floor is yours.
Princess, together our two nations will enter a state of cooperation. Your surplus population will help fuel future glorious ballets of the Marvog Empire and provide ample breeding opportunities for more proud Marvog warriors. Kapla!
Charming. Princess Desdemona, you may proceed.
That's so, romantic.
Even though our people have differences of opinion on a variety of subjects, going forward, we will solve our nation's disagreements with words and mutual respect. But what fun would that be? Nothing can compare to the feeling of conflict resolution through the hunt. There's no chance you're talking about hunting rabbits or pheasant, is there? Ha ha, no.
And now, the presentation of the ceremonial rings. I object!
Oh no! Chuck is here to enact his plan. What do I do?
How did that filthy goblin get in here? Guards!
Wait! What a disgusting little creature.
What did the councilwoman just say? Guards!
I said wait, and I'm done being ignored. Guards, stand down. Chuck, what are you doing here? I told you to stay away.
Ooh, the plot thickens.
What I do today, I do for all citizens of the Sprawl who have felt unwelcome for too long. For those of us who look a little different, who can't walk down the street at noon with their heads held high. I'm looking at you, mole people. I couldn't stand by and watch as my people's chances for a good life were erased by the sham of a marriage.
Hey!
And I couldn't watch as the woman I love.
What did he just say?
You called a cat.
The plot thickens again. We just went from soup to gravy, people.
Don't. You can't.
The Sprawl doesn't need you to sacrifice yourself to make it stronger. It already has an untapped power inside itself, waiting to rise up. Princess Desdemona, I love you. Will you marry me instead and join in allegiance with your own home?
This will not stand. Princess, you can't seriously be thinking of leaving me for this.
I'm on the edge of my f***ing seat here.
I will, Chuck. I will marry you. What? This isn't going to work out. People of the Sprawl, this may shock and horrify the worst among you, but this is Chuck, my secret goblin lover. And I choose him as my groom. And together we will empower our own people and usher in a better, brighter future for everyone in the Sprawl. Watch out, Lil. What is that?
By rejecting the leader of Petrard's proposal of marriage, you made the grave mistake that will not go unpunished. Consider this message a declaration of war. You are hereby under siege, and we demand your unconditional surrender immediately. Otherwise, we will lay waste to your precious kingdom with fire and brimstone pouring out from the weapons of war. Love and kisses, the kingdom of Petrard.
Oh shit.
What?